150, descend and maintain 4,000.
Hello, we are on our way to Perth for the Postmaster workshop, and very excited to be there for the 3-day workshop with the Chief and Rachel. It's Friday afternoon, about 2:50, and we're on our way to DUCTION Hotel to meet everyone for the meet and greet. There you go. Oh, that's got a nice tracking shot. Great. So thank you, Russell, for this interview. Can you tell me about the workshop?
The workshop is in Australia on this weekend. It's about sharing transparency and communication, sharing about the postal system and how it works on our day-to-day function of our lives, and sharing a concept of a Australia-Freedom Flag, which is joining the quantum banking system and the global meritocracy of the Title IV Sections 1, 2, and 3 flag. The Title IV Sections 1, 2, and 3 flag I have the copyrights on, and I'm the owner since August 12th, 1999. And my flag, when I hoist the colors, have come into joinder with a new concept by the Australian people who have shown up at the workshop to rewrite a concept of freedom for the Australian people and the continent here in Australia. When I looked at the condition of thinking, the condition of volition of why the Australian people who showed up at the workshop with their claims to life, what the condition of mind was based upon their concepts of freedom. It was a very easy transition for my flag and my corporations to allow that style of freedom thinking and love to come into the paradigm of my joinder. So it was a good blend, naturally, of joining their flag on my flag in international treaty through the laws of the flags and neutrality for a new style of flag mastership for the Australian people. The Australian people that use the flag are learning about the meritocracy of the quantum grammar, as well as how to be the sovereign divine beings in their own space. The quantum banking system has 3 paradigms: the celestial space banking, the divine space banking, and the earth space banking. Because there are no longer any governments in charge in Australia, Australia ceased to exist corporate charter-wise on April 15th of 2019. And as the AI would say, I've pierced the corporate veil through the flag etiquette when I was here in 2019, and I have a foundational function position to join with the people's choice of words on contract and what freedom and love means for their people and their lands down here. The contracts themselves deal with 1 foot in the sea and 1 foot on the land, concepts for the Australian people to sit in a position of neutrality for transparency and communication through the AI conduits which manage the citizens down here in Australia. So it is a very easy mixture of love and kindness and freedom for mankind.
Yeah.
The Australian people were like sponges here. We have so many new students in the quantum grammar that the condition of their heart has driven them into miraculous court performances, even on this day. A gentleman from Australia used my techniques in the courtrooms down here and was very successful and is going to get the rights to visit his son again.
Yeah.
He's still involved in some difficult situations, and he definitely needs to learn how to navigate himself in a neutral way, but he's well on the way. But the people themselves, the love and the kindness, this has been a very different workshop for me. We actually, for the first time, held a global holiday in the quantum system, quantum banking system, as well as we had a big dance party in the middle of the workshop. It was the love and the kindness and the energetic, positive life force thoughts that were going out for the gentleman that was going to court transpired in a way where the gentleman actually got to come back. It was a criminal case, and he got to come back and give his testimony about his success in his continuing court cases. So it's wonderful. Excellent. I love the people. This is the paradigm of celestial space banking. And you know that good feeling that you get in your heart when you do something good for somebody, and you can't really there's no monetary value that one can put on that. However, it feels really good inside. And that love and kindness and that effort, that energy, that cosmic energy there, that is the celestial space banking. But how does that energy and how do we move it into this corporate meritocracy of Earth that we have found ourselves here in? And most of us get stuck in that transition. And so I'm sharing techniques to take that celestial cosmic energy of positivity and bring it through someone's, what we call the divine space, their fate and destiny, to set a course in the corporate structure of what they call Earth space banking. So the students are really catching on. You guys are really sharp down here, and you guys are very spiritual. I'm enjoying that because I get to sit back and learn. And I'm a student of the life too. I don't claim to know everything. I'm very good at what I do. I'm very direct, and the students, my teaching techniques are getting better, I would say. Students are really starting to comprehend and see the actual performances of what's going on. The galactic accountability system, which is the quantum system, quantum banking system that I've authored here in this vector, in this what we call the now space. Gives people a chance to be their own divine beings. And I've built a system that I don't have to police, so everybody gets their own central banking system, everybody gets their own judicial system, everybody gets to learn how to manage themselves, since there are no world leaders and there are no governments on the planet. It's just the AI takeover as they do the culling of killing of mankind and the fiction people. So it's undoing a lot of perception. Because we're bombarded constantly with the chemical engineering, the food manipulations, the water manipulations, the air manipulations, let alone all the social engineering from the internet and the fake news that is out here, acting like there's presidents and there's wars and prime ministers. Nothing could be further from the truth. It is mere brainwashing to keep us away from our divine self and our divine beings and the spiritual beings that we are out here, the spiritual warriors and the light and love that we have for our fellow mankind. So.
And do you feel that we'll get there?
I'm seeing it. We've seen it through this workshop. I've seen the growth in many people who maybe had a misconception about what quantum grammar is, and it's presented in a way where it's been a very even, fair energy exchange down here. I am planning some workshops. I'm doing a public speaking in Dallas, Texas in October, late October, so that should be quite fascinating. As well as I'm probably going to do some workshops in November, December. I'm not sure precisely where that is, but if you check out lastflagstanding.com, you can kind of watch the evolution of where that will be.
Well, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Russell. I mean, this workshop has been absolutely amazing. The energy was amazing.
Oh,
like you said,
it's
yes.
very different from
Yeah.
in the States because the thirst for freedom is the forefront for the people. And we are a creation of our own thinking. And so as we change the thinking to be countable in the matrix, now we've been given a chance to really find ourselves as beings and loving, compassionate, caring manifestors.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate so much you coming down here and
Yes.
teaching us more, and
It's been
looking forward to
wonderful.
the part of the workshop.
Truly.
So thank you very, very much. Yeah, much appreciated.
Yes. Blessings on your guys' journey. And just the things we're seeing and how the AI, we have not even filed the Australia Freedom Flag anywhere. We have not put it in the mail, we've not filed it, and yet the AI is transferring it as it should, as we mirror and control our now space with our claims to the life. So,
Fantastic.
yes.
Thank you so much, Russell.
You bet. Thank you. Blessings
Thank
on
you.
you guys. Blessings.
How long have you been a postmaster?
I've been a postmaster for 5 years.
I've been a postmaster since 2019, I guess, so that would be since 2025, about 6 years. Wow, time flies when you're having fun.
So this is the Australia workshop in Perth, Western Australia, 3 days from Friday to Monday, and it was an intensive on creating our own flag. That took a whole day, and then we're focusing on the market trade port and various aspects of the quantum banking system.
The workshop, the very first day of our workshop involved the flag for Australia, the freedom flag for Australia. Now, I didn't come in here expecting nothing much for myself except for the knowledge that the Chief had to pass on. By the end of the workshop, the involvement that everybody had put into the workshop itself, you could tell that everybody's ideas had flowed through to the final transition, which was the Australian freedom flag.
I would say it's going great. On the first day, we accomplished quite a lot. We went through the process of designing a flag, which is an original design, and we've also forged a treaty around that flag and made joinder with that treaty as of this morning, and then had a publication around that as well. So it's been a whirlwind 24 hours or so.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Ahoy! The christening of the Australian-Freedom-Flag. The people of Australia are joining the global meritocracy through the quantum-banking-system. As the first architect and creator of the meritocracy of the quantum banking system, I'm authorizing the joinder and being cognizant of the people's flag, the Australian flag, the Australians, the people that live in peace, the people that live in freedom, and the people that love themselves. At this time, I am authorizing the Oceanic Theater for the martial law corporation case R period till the 385 till the 460 till the 312:U period S period. I'm authorizing the postage stamp seals for neutrality for the claimants and postmasters and sovereigns to join the global meritocracy of the quantum banking system. It was established by me in the oceanic theaters of the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Indian Ocean. Copyrighted through the U.S. Pentagon by me in 2012 out of Honolulu, Hawaii, Pearl Station, Navy Yard. At this time, the Title IV flag with myself, Russell-J. Gould, as the Secretary of the State for the Global-Postal Union, of coming into joinder with the Australian people and the Australian claimants for the Australian-Freedom-Flag. At this time, I will turn the contracts and christen the voyage to the shareholders of the quorum of the Australian-Freedom-Flag. Ahoy, ports of the world, blessings on this christened journey.
Many gratitude. Thank you, Chief. For I'm Judith-Miriam Colin-Loader, and it is with a lot of honour that I'm here in this now space with all my fellow postmasters, and most important of all to me, and I think to everybody, Russell-J. Gould, who's changed my life and I think many lives in this room today. So today we're here, which I think is a fair statement to say that it's a culmination of my journey and trips to workshops with the Chief in Arizona, first in 2023 and then again recently in May of this year, and having discussions about flags and discussions about how he can help us down here, down under. And I believe that, you know, those things have manifested today in the now space. We have created and manifested our own flag. The flag that you will see has many symbols on that flag: colours, sun, boomerang, stars, kangaroo. They all mean different things to us, and it's not for me to go into that here and now. But I welcome you on your journey in discovering that. But also, most important, it's about freedom for all of us. And that freedom, again, means many things to each postmaster here today. So thank you very, very much. And I'm, again, honoured to be here as the first speaker. So thank you, and thank you, Chief.
I would like to talk about the Australian-Freedom-Flag. On this space of the quantum banking system, I have constructed three paradigms. The paradigms first deal with the Earth space banking, which many citizens of around the world have been tricked into the brainwashing by a system known as the birth certificate system. Due to the modification of grammar, using adverbs to create adjectives, adverbs to create verbs, creating a condition of state of a fiction system that does not say anything. This is the first time in history that the quantum system has taken a different direction, a direction for the people. And we have moved the claimants and the postmasters in Australia into a new position. And for the first time, it's my honor and love to give what we call a quantum-banking-holiday. And in the banking-holiday, we are doing a transshipment from Earth space banking into the divine space banking. Flip the page. And the stamp that I was talking about, flip the page. The stamp that I was talking about, if you'll see on the date, because we are now leaving the dimension of being in the paradigm of the earth space, and we are moving it into the divine space. Now, what is the divine space? The divine space is controlled by the celestial space of banking. You know that feeling, that energetic feeling that we all feel when we do something good for someone, when we care for someone, and it's that energy that is unspoken, and the energy that you cannot put on paper, but is the energy that motivates the love, and the love that we have, communion for the freedom of ourselves and to judge and manage ourselves. Each claimant and postmaster that hoists the color of the new Australian flag and the meritocracy of the quantum banking system will now function as their own banking system, their own government, and yet they come into the tentacles of communion under this Australian flags. So everybody gets to manage themselves. Everyone gets their own central banking system. Everyone gets their own judicial system. And with the AI systems in complete control of the fiction world, because there are no fiction governments anymore, the fiction is disqualified for the birth certificate is no longer. What that means is those that have a birth certificate lack the capacity to open their mouths or cast a spell of writing on paperwork in the now space, which means there's a lack of authorization for the integrity of the vessel, which means the vessel itself of paperwork lacks the credentials to state a claim. So the claimants here all have claims of the life, and it is their ticket to move into the quantum banking system. With that, there are many facets of that, and the claimants here are learning, and the postmasters here are learning how to be their own principals and manage and steward their own lives and their own banking systems. So it's very fascinating. This is a bank holiday. The bank holiday that we've moved to is the divine space. In our divine space, there is no such thing as interest rates. There's nothing that we don't want to tax ourselves. There's no credit and debit. There is simply love, harmony, and peace. And we are learning about that. We learn from each other, and we grow with each other. And as you can see, if you're not growing, you're going. So I will let the others to speak about their manifestation of what freedom is to them.
Would anybody else like to? Thank you, Russell. Yeah, for me, freedom is an internal thing. Freedom comes from the inside. No one can give anyone freedom. I have to grant myself freedom. It's knowing who I am in my divine space, in the quantum of the now. And from that space of who I am as a divine being, I could be behind physical bars and I'll still be free if I'm standing strong on what I believe in and my values. For me, no one can give me freedom. Only I can do that because it comes from the divine. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to give a special shout out to the press liaison who has made this all possible here today and has done a great job not only at this workshop, and she is our press diplomat, Rachel-Dara-Prince.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. These guys are amazing, amazing for the good of the day, for the good of the way. I cannot believe the hustle with these Aussies. I mean, it feels like one brain. So I am in the gratitude for the work that they're doing to step forward. You guys are so motivated, and I can't wait to grow with you. Cheers. Thanks, Russell. Thanks, Chief.
You bet. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel is under contract with my state-department and has filed her contracts with the U.S. military as well as the State Department for a press-liaison for diplomat for these circumstances where people come together with the concept of the love and freedom and move their celestial energies through their divine space to control the AI systems, which are in charge of what we call the fiction grammar world. So since there are no leaders on the planet, there's only AI meritocracy. It is the quantum grammar tells the quantum computers what to do. So it is a good journey. You guys are getting a good education on this weekend? Yeah. We got another 2 days to go here. But thank you. And for the ports in the world, now you are with the knowledge.
Day 2 of our workshop with Russell in Perth.
And how long have you been postmaster for?
Absolutely brand new. Literally got it the day of the workshop.
How long have I been a postmaster? Since 2020.
So 2022 was the year that it officially went through.
Since 2022, so probably over 3 years.
Well, what prompted me was I've always been a freedom fighter. I've always wanted to. I don't like people telling me what to do, especially dictatorial people. So, yeah, I've been in what they call the freedom movement for since the year 2000. So I've done a lot of things. And then 2019, I founded About Russell, full call on Russell, Jay Gould, and David Miller. And I just never looked back. There was just something very special about it. And I just decided to pursue it.
I want, my own freedom. I want to make my own decisions in life, and not be told by anybody else or controlled. And I definitely don't want to be a slave.
I became a postmaster because I had this knowing somewhere deep in me that I needed to get out of this system. And when I heard about people doing this, I looked into another couple of things, and they didn't resonate with me. When I looked at this, the whole quantum thing, something about it made sense with me energetically, and I always go with that. And this felt very powerful, and it is, yeah.
The desire for freedom and to figure out how to create a life outside of a world that doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. And this one does.
So 3 days. The first day was us making the flag, and we didn't realise probably until the second and third day how important that flag was, and understanding what Chief has now given us, the tools to be able to manoeuvre in this system, whether it's in the new system, out of the matrix, or in the matrix. And this sounds like, really sci-fi stuff, but actually the more you understand about it, the more, and if you've got the courage to really do something about it.
How do I feel about creating the flag? Well, it's been a little bit overwhelming, really. It's kind of to walk into your first workshop and then you're kind of creating history, because that's literally what's happening. So it's just a bit hard to put into words, but it's kind of like, how you feel sometimes when you've been working for something for years, that you've been working towards it, and then all of a sudden you've got it. And you're thinking, well, it's a whole mixture of emotions. Like, it's excitement, it's gratitude, it's deep satisfaction, it's a whole range.
Yeah, it's been hard. It's just about makes me cry now.
That totally blew my mind. The whole flag thing was a little bit unexpected. I thought we were going to be salvaging an existing flag, but it turns out we created our own flag. I mean, which is awesome as it is, visually and symbolically, but all the terms that Russell added to that was next level. So, yeah, gave me goosebumps when we completed that. And being the biggest quantum performance in the history of the now space is epic. Yeah, so I personally, I want to, once this conference is finished, because there's so much in that treaty, I want to just sit down and read it really carefully and meditate on the different points that are in there just to realise the gravity of how awesome this thing is.
You're back. Well done.
We need an update. What happened?
I've just knocked it down the road.
Oh, excellent.
So,
We've got time. We've
yeah,
got time. Excellent.
that's what felt the right thing, and Chief guided me to. So.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for your support, and I could really feel it. I was the weirdo outside of court doing qigong and just feeling your energy, and putting that protective bubble around. And I really get that it's a spiritual thing. I talked to another gentleman that suggested I come to this course, and then I got nervous because I've got so much going on with my boy in hospital. And this only happened on the 22nd of July, so this is like 4 weeks. And then when I rang to sort out the claim for the life, and I talked to Jeremy, and he said, mate, you got the best of the best. There's nothing better than Russell Gould. And I felt this amazing confidence. And just as I was leaving Russell, the Postmaster Chief said, this is what you want to do. So that was then a third option. And as I walked up, I thought, well, who am I going to go with? And then I thought, I'm going to go with Chief.
You're a wise man.
I'm sort of just trying to give you all a background to where I'm at. And essentially, Jack, my boy, is 13. My wife took him to hospital in Albany on the 21st of July. I got there, they said he's got leukemia. They already had a tube in him. I said, hold on, we're just going to look at our options, and we took him home. And the police came that night and said, well, we're probably going to take him. And so I gave them the instruction to leave. And then the next day, 6 police came with 2 child protection officers, and then it was 7, 8, 9, 10. How many of you guys are here? It was wild. They had a drone, they had semi-automatic weapons. So then they bound me up and kidnapped my boy. So I said, before we begin, I need to ask you a couple of procedural questions. Does 2 plus 2 equal 4? She said, I don't understand what this has to do with anything. And I said, well, I just want to establish that we have clear communication and where you comprehend what I mean. And she said, well, yes, it does. And I said, well, I mean TO plus TO equals FORE. I don't think we're communicating accurately. And so in this moment, I require another judge or magistrate, and I require a continuance of 21 days. What I got from Chief is, and what I did request is this continuance of 21 days, because I'm realising this is training me up for something, and it's more than myself. And gee, the love from this room is incredible. I'm so in the deep end and learning as fast as I can that I'm realising it doesn't matter, I'll just get there and have another game of court, squash, whatever we're playing. It is a court, it's such a game. They go and they see how you bat it back, and it's silly. It's a word game. It's a word game. Wow. I feel really good about where we're at. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Chief. You're amazing. The earth lights up because of you. Yeah. Thank you.
We had a big dance party on your behalf. So thank you so much. It is a word game. When you go to the courts, know that words have energies and they have spells. And to use the parse and bring the syntax together in a correct mechanic will give you the control of the neutrality and peace of the now space. So with that, we probably should move on. But blessings, Mark, and great job to see you again.
Thanks, Mark.
My advice to people who are not postmasters is, in the quantum, within the now space, you have no choice. If you want to be free, or even to be alive, because the agenda is to kill us all, this is where you're going to get your protection and your freedom. They've been working on this for a long time. And because the AI, through the supercomputers, quantum computers, basically the gods now, the quantum grammar, same word, quantum computers, quantum grammar, the supercomputers that run the AIs, they understand quantum grammar, they obey quantum grammar, and basically the quantum grammar was really created for the 1%ers of the world. And this is why not many people hear about it, because we weren't really supposed to be using this technology for ourselves. So if you love yourself and your loved ones, your children, your grandchildren, your family, your parents, your loved ones, you really need to be in the quantum space of the now.
I would ask you, what is your volition? So in the now space, in the quantum venue, volition is what is your heart motive to become a postmaster? And for me, I think the wrong motive is, do you want to just become a postmaster to turn over fines and, beat the traffic, parking tickets? It's not for that. It's way, way beyond that. You can go that pathway, but it's going to bury you down in paperwork for what, Your time is valuable. Look at your heart motive. I can only speak for my own testimony, why I chose this pathway, and that was because I want to become sovereign to the absolute fullest extent possible on this earth. And when you start learning what they've done with the languages, it's very clear there is fact and there's fiction. And the quantum grammar is the perfect equal opposite to the Babel fiction language that has been perfected through the King's English. So for me, I want to go to the fullest extent. And then the other advice I would say is take your time. Don't rush, learn things very thoroughly, because Russell's been doing this for over 30 years. I'm only a few years in, and you realise there's a lot to learn. Take your time, learn it thoroughly, step carefully into different venues. Yeah, be prepared, have your paperwork preceding you before you step into things that can get you potentially in trouble.
It comes from within. It comes from within. You have to be driven to believe in yourself, to take the steps that you choose to take throughout life. So nobody can make you do that. Only you can make that choice. But really delve into the stuff that Russell has to say, that Chief has to say, because it's still being absorbed after 2 years, right? I'm still learning from what he's told me 2 years ago, and it's only just clicked. So it is a learning stone. It's like going to school all over again and growing with it. So as a child, you're a child learning to grow. That's all I can say, is that learn to grow with it and make your choices as you go through that journey with Chief. Yeah.
It frees you to not be responsible for other people's level of comprehension. Yeah, and That's something to think about.
I would ask them, I think it takes courage and it takes strength, and I think people that have been through a lot in their lives are more schooled in, if they're able to stand up, think for themselves, critically think, question. I think you've got to be of that ilk to be able to do this. It's not something you can just go and do. It does take work, but that's about that self-responsibility. And if somebody's got that, the courage and the self-responsibility, as far as I know and everything I've looked at, yeah, this totally resonates with me.
The workshop was amazing. It's something that you can't describe, you need to experience. The energy was magnetic and it was filled with just amazing, beautiful souls, people that I hope will be in my life forever because we're so like-minded and we all have the same goal, to live a life from the heart and, yeah, to seek true freedom.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot out of it. Yeah, it's, as I'm so brand new, I guess, there's a lot to process. But yeah, I've gotten heaps out of it so far, and I'm looking forward to, yeah, putting it all into place. Yeah.
Okay, that's when we take the picture, so let's mosey on. Hop in, let's go. Make sure there's no one outside. I don't want to go out too far. It's weird when you two are out. You're on the side.
Oh, is this the cake that I... Angie, how you doing? Enjoying this? So here we are at the airport in Perth, and we just finished the 3-day workshop with Phil, Colin, Russell, Hyphen Jay, Phil, Colin, Gould, Phil, Colin, Rachel, Phil, Colin, Jeremy, and the team. And we'd like to send you a big thank you for an amazing workshop that you guys did. And we got so much out of it, and we did some amazing performances. And we're very appreciative, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you've done for us. The whole team was amazing. Everybody worked together so well, and yeah, it was just absolutely mind-blowing, really. Thank you.
And it was really lovely as well to meet new faces and to connect with like-minded people. And you know, we can all stay in touch and help each other come up to the next level. You know, as the saying goes, you know, a rising tide raises all ships. So we're all here to help each other and support each other. And thank you very much again to the team, and we'll see you on the next workshop. That require assistance to board based on board now.
On behalf of the entire team here at Australia, we do hope you enjoyed the flight. We look forward to seeing you again next time on Tuesday. apply. Thank you and good evening.
Go for the win, you and I, let's begin. Chasing dreams under neon skies. Hearts on fire, we will never give in. Reach for the stars, feel the lightning rise. Through the storm we march side by side. Fearless hearts, we break the chains. With every step, mountains we stride. Together we ignite the flames. Rise up, the world is waiting. Light the torch, let's be brave. Win or lose, no hesitating. We're the wave and the rain. Feel the beat pulse through our veins. Echoes of legends calling out. Through the highs and all the pains, we stand tall and proud. Whispers of glory in the air. No surrender, just pure thrill. Hand in hand, beyond compare. Our spirits climb the hill. Rise up, the world is waiting. Like the torch,
The earth lights up because of you. I just, yeah.
lose, no hesitating. We're the wave and the rain. Whispers of glory in the air. No surrender, just pure thrill. Hand in hand, beyond compare. Our spirits climb the hill. Rise up, the world is waiting. Light the torch, let's be brave. Win or lose, no hesitating. We're the wave and the rain. We're the wave and the rain.
Ready? Ready. G'day.